Hello everybody, my name is Scatter. Welcome back to Divine Journey 2. So first up, we got this, the building gadget here, should be all charged up. So you can shift right click it to set to a block, right? And then you can just use it to build, and there's a bunch of different modes. And that's all cool. And it's going to make building a lot more useful, but one thing I actually can't do is the template stuff. So basically when you have like a pre-designed thing that you can just build, that's the copy paste gadget. This alone takes like an insane amount of stuff. You have to get into blood magic, which I believe is much later. Let's just have a look here. Blood magic. I mean, okay, it's not that much later, but it's a ways away right now. But the building gadget itself, is going to be useful enough. It can pull from the dank null. You can see there's none of this, diorite in my inventory. It's just in the dank null, and it can pull from there. And then you can make the range higher. If I make this build to me, I'll just build to wherever I'm at. So that's all good. I'll put it away for now, but it will definitely come in handy for some stuff later. So like I was saying at the end of yesterday's episode, I have to make another couple of transfer nodes just to finish up the quest here. So this one is for energy, and this one is going to be for fluids. So there we go. And that should finish up the quest. Now, I'm going to put the fluids and the energy one away right away because I don't really have too much of a use for them right now. But what I do have a use for is the upgrades. So if you take a look at the quests here, there is a quest for upgrades, right? So it wants 3 speed upgrades, a stack upgrade, and this mining upgrade. So it allows mining of cobblestone and pumping of water, which is not too incredibly useful. However, mining of cobblestone is really nice because if you look at, cobblestone, we're not doing great. I have like a little bit in my dank null, but it's not insanely good. And it's not renewable also. So just being able to mine up, we're a ways away from block miner machines and, mechanical users and stuff. We're quite a ways away from that, but just for getting the cobblestone, this is going to work for that. So if we go into upgrades from extra utilities, so these actually need speed upgrades from mechanism, which are not too hard to make here. So I'll need 4 of these total, and then I can make 3 of these. 1, 2, 3, and I can make 1 stack upgrade. And there we go. And the mining upgrade actually uses an energy upgrade from mechanism, which is not too bad there. So there's that. Let me just throw that in there for now. So, yeah, so what it can do, according to the quest book, it mines cobblestone when placed inside a transfer node, which is over a full block with water and lava source blocks on the side. So that, to me, is you mine this one, and then lava there, water there, right? Oh, man. Oh, man. All right, I'm back with another one. So, yeah, so if I let this flow, this should work before I put this down, right? Yeah, so this should be what it's talking about, if I understand right. So I can just have the transfer node coming up there. And I think the way that these work is they actually use 1 grid power each to function, which is, totally fine for us right now. But, it may become an issue in the future if we use a whole lot of them. But for now, it should be fine. So let's see. So now put the mining upgrade in. Put the mining upgrade in. Hey, there we go. So yeah, it doesn't actually mine up the thing. It just kind of generates them because cobblestone is pretty free anyway. But yeah, so that's just heading straight up to this diamond chest, which just like the other one on the other side is connected to an import bus. So that's going to go into the ME system. And I've actually put cobblestone in a compressed drawer up here, which means I can store a lot of it. That'll be 9 times 9 times 16 stacks, I think. So that's a lot of cobblestone. And yeah, so that's building up there. So then that'll be a lot of cobblestone. When that fills and I have plenty, then I can connect this to a furnace and then just have that go straight in there. So then I can get regular stone, which is really exciting. So what else do we have? Now, these Demon Lord ingots on their own, they're not used for a whole lot of stuff, right? But the main thing they're used for is going to be the open ingots and the mob grindium ingots, right? And mainly for us right now. the open ingots specifically. So that's just going to be these and some paper, which I've said before and I'll say it again. It's kind of weird, but I won't complain about it, I guess. But yeah, so they should get used up quickly enough here. And put this other transfer node away. And so once I have those, I went ahead and made a bunch of sun crystals. For some reason, when they show up in the ME system, the animation goes just completely crazy. I don't know why that is. See, it's supposed to go way slower than that, which is a pretty funny bug, but not sure why it's happening. So if we go ahead and put 8 of these around a sun crystal, what we get is an XP bottler, which is fun. And I'm going to need that to make some stuff here. And for now, I'll just throw this down right here. And this might not even need RF power, actually. Does this say? Does it say what it needs? Fill up empty bottles with liquid experience. Pumped into it. Pumped into it. Yeah, okay. So I need to put this outside next to the experience tanks. Or I can move the experience tanks, but I prefer moving this outside. So I can just put this in front of this blast furnace that I don't use anymore. That can go right there. And then I guess the fluid node is going to be the best way to get that out, assuming you can fluid node out of that tank. I hope you can. I imagine you can, though. So fluid node. And then we got some of the transfer pipe. Is this going to work? Well, it's not getting pumped in, first of all. What does it pump in on the bottom? No. Maybe I have to, like, connect it, like, on it like that? Nope, that still doesn't work. Empty bottles with liquid experience pumped into it. Everything can be automatically inserted and extracted. Maybe it's just the side that is unexposed right now, which would be funny, but entirely possible. So let's see. Is it on the right side? No. Is there, I mean, maybe the crescent hammer works for this? No. I'm not sure what's up to this, or what's up with this, I should say. Let me look quickly. Okay, so it's even simpler than I thought, because this is actually not from Extra Utilities 2, which I guess explains why it wasn't working with the things from that mod. It's from open blocks, right? So I guess that explains why it was made with open ingots. But right, so if we put it right there, if we look at auto eject, so this says auto drink, which you can't really see because this stuff is in the way. So let's just get that out of the way by searching for something that doesn't exist. Right, so we want auto drink from the right side. There we go. Okay, so now it's just pulling automatically from there. And then glass bottles, I guess I can just put in as needed. I don't know how many of these I'm going to end up needing, but I should have a decent amount of glass bottles. Just throw in a stack. I think the Bottles of Enchanting stack. And it works pretty fast and it works without power, so that's not too bad. Yeah, I like that. And then, yeah, so what that is leading to then is the RF powder, I believe this is called. But first we need to make the thermal conductor rod, which we can make pretty easily here. We just need our other 4 sun crystals, which means I need to make a little bit of room here. Sun crystals. And there we go. So this thing is used to make the powder, and it has 800 uses each. AE2 consumes the item. Use an external crafter, like an RF Tools crafter, when using this item in your ME system. So I assume that means for auto crafting, and I can still put it in here without consuming it. If this does consume it, then I'll just make another one, but there's no way it does. Yeah, okay. So yeah, so don't use that for ME auto crafting with molecular assemblers, but we're nowhere near that, so it's fine. And yeah, so it's used for making the RF powder. That just takes 1 GP powder, a bronze blend, which I think you can get from crushing bronze or from mixing copper and tin powder, and the balls of enchanting, which are pretty easy to get. So it's not bad except for the GP powder. So yeah, so between the GP powder and the Osgil glass, which I need a decent amount of going forward, I'm really struck for diamonds, and I don't think I'm going to have a really good way to automate diamonds until we get up to the RF Tools Builder, which is coming in Chapter 11. Right here, your first quarry, but it's not too far away, but it's far enough away that I want to conserve diamonds right now. So I will be doing that as much as I can. But yeah, let's go ahead and make our first set of RF powder here. A bunch of these bottles of enchanting. And the only other thing I need is bronze. So do I have any? Yeah, no, I'll just have to crush up some bronze, which is fine. I'm not using bronze for too much these days, so I'll just throw them in the crusher. I think the big crusher would probably be faster. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So one of those, one of those, one of those, and GP powder. So I'm just going to make one right now. Actually, how many does the quest need? Probably more than one. 2. I mean, there's no reason to just stick to making 2, but I don't actually know what I'm going to use this for right now. Oh, each craft makes 2. Okay, well, there we go then. Hey, another trophy that we can go ahead and save and not use for anything yet, which is nice. But yeah, there's that. RF powder, it's very colorful, very nice looking, and we get an extra 4 for free. So we have 8 total now. Now, did this unlock thermal? It did unlock thermal, so have a look at that. There's the machine frame from thermal expansion. That is a lot of stuff that is just opened up. And I would like to make my first machine frame before getting off here so that I can feel fine about making a bunch of them between episodes. So yeah, so what was that? Tin gear. So each one needs 2 tin gears. So tin should be here somewhere. I think I have a decent amount of it, right? I definitely don't have a decent amount of tin. Why did I think I had any tin at all? Okay, I have 7. That's not even it's not even enough to... Okay. So I have a tin metal press. I don't think this has ever been used. Oh, don't tell me this isn't even how you make tin gears. Hang on. Metal press. Oh, no, it is 4. Why is that not working? Maybe it's the wrong amount. Maybe because it's a hopper, it can't, like, put them all out at the same time. Yeah, it must be something like that. So because it needs 4 at a time, the vanilla hopper doesn't work, is my guess. So I'm not sure how to really automate that, but for now I'll just go ahead and stick the tin ore I have into this enrichment chamber. I think it's set up to eject out there. We can change that. And there we go. So we'll get some tin ingots out of that. I'll get another tin gear. In the meantime, let's just continue on here. So the other thing that we can make out of the Demon Lord ingots are mob grindium. It's just Demon Lord and gunpowder. So I actually need to make a couple more Demon Lord ingots, which I think are just... What are these called? These are called demon ingots. I don't know why they showed up when I searched red. But they did. So that was nice. And then I'll go ahead and make 8 more. Yeah, they take a lot of power, but that means they can be made fast. So Demon Lord ingots, and then I'll need some gunpowder, which I have there. What other quests in Chapter 9 can we knock out? So I think the Building Wand, Builder's Wand, and Destruction Wand, they shouldn't be too hard to make. Yeah, they're the same. They just need a couple mob grindium. And they only need 4 here for the quest. So then it's just that, and then this is steel, stick, compressed cobble, and some sticks. So cobble, sticks, steel. Right? Makes sense? Put some of this stuff away. I don't know why I'm doing that instead of just shift clicking. But yeah, let's grab the thing that was just in my head and then I forgot what we needed. It was compressed cobble though. Not double compressed, just single compressed. I think I will need 2 and a bit of steel, which I have on me, and sticks. And again, I don't know why I came up here instead of just using the terminal I was already next to. I don't know why my head told me that that was something that I would have been a good idea to do. But I need 2 of these. They don't stack, which is fine. I need 2 of these. And I need a single one of these. There's my builder's wand. And I need a single destruction wand. And that's what I'm going to need the mob grindium for. So let's go ahead and make that. 8 demon lord ingots. 8 gunpowder. Just need 2 of them for now. Should only take a second here. There we go. And over to the crafting table. Destruction wand. Couple of very useful items. So the way that these work, if you don't know, I'm not sure if they can pull from the dank null, but it's basically, I guess they can't. But it's basically like if you just have some of the block, right? You can build you can build out of like the same shape, right? So if I wanted to build up a wall here because there's 3, then I can do that, and then I can build it up, and then I can build it out like this, and it's very easy to make kind of repeating shapes, if that makes any sense. And there is a size limit of, I guess, 9 blocks here, and they'll just kind of try to make an efficient shape for you, but yeah, super useful for building like walls. It just cuts down on the time like by an order of magnitude when you're building something big enough. Really, really useful, and that's another thing that's going to really come in handy when we're doing the big rebuild that I keep talking about, but I have to prepare. It will be sometime soon, I promise. Don't know how soon, but sometime soon. But yeah, that's going to be super, super useful. I think I had some more things on the docket to build, although I may have done them all. We are kind of blasting through this today. Let me clear up the inventory a little bit, and then I can claim some of these rewards because I might be wasting time doing stuff that doesn't really need doing. Okay, so a bit more magical wood back, a bunch of experience, which is always nice. A couple open ingots and glass bottle, some more empty sun crystals. Those aren't too hard to make, so I'm not worried about it too much, but nice to have anyway. That I didn't finish yet. Silver or gold, I will definitely take the silver, even though they're both excavatable. A couple of retrieval nodes, not bad. And then world domination with open blocks, and then osmium, glowstone, or obsidian. I'm going to go for the obsidian there. Okay, and then I'll throw this in the tome. Put the tome away. But, right, okay. So then what else is there? So mob grindium, there's a lot of stuff there. This auto enchantment table is cool and useful, but I don't have anything right now that I want to enchant, so I don't know if that's going to be the best use of time. This mob grinding thing looks really cool. So if you look up mob grinding utils, there's not too many things in the mod, but it's a lot of cool stuff and a lot of useful stuff. So this mob masher, this actually isn't too hard to make right now, but yeah, I don't know how it works, but the icon looks really cool, and I know it's gonna be useful. It does take a fair amount of mob grindium though, so I think I'll hold off. Let's just yeah, there's nothing here that I'm saying is like really like a bottleneck. I think I'm gonna come back to some of this stuff when I see the need to, if that makes sense. And then what are these upgrades? Upgrade speed magical. Okay. Yeah, this stuff isn't even too hard to make, really. It's just a big speed upgrade. Even more GP. Makes sense. And then that's an even better speed upgrade. So yeah, the crusher, we have a faster crusher and a faster furnace in extra utilities, which is nice, but I don't know, but what? The mechanism, the auto eject thing for mechanism is really useful, but you know, I can just use servos if need be, right? It's not too big of a hassle to do that. What was that quest we just finished up? I don't know. Am I going insane? Maybe. Put the builder's wands away. Okay. So let's just go for the machine frame, right? Because this is something that, like I said, I know I definitely want to do today, so let's do it. Right, so seared bricks, I don't know how many of these I have. I know they're very easy to make. And, you know, this is one of the first things that we would have made in the series, right? Very early stuff, seared bricks. So I know they're not hard at all. Do I have any grout left? I really doubt it. Yeah, no. So it's just some of that, some of the tin gears, and I should have some tin in the system by now. And I know I'm going to need a lot of machine frames, so I'm just going to throw all the tin on here. I guess they don't work in the hopper, like I said, but just throwing on there should be fine. And I'll probably set up an excavator, probably this excavator actually, on a tin vein. There is a vein that only gives you tin, the cassiterite vein, and there's one nearby. So that's pretty good. Definitely pretty good. We'll take a few of these gears, so that's enough to make 3 of these. RF powder, the seared brick, the gears, and then you just need the machine blocks. So I'm just going to go ahead and make as many machine blocks as I can, which is going to be stone burnt, which I have on me, steel casings, which I have on me, and then atomic alloys. So I'm going to make as many of these as I can because I'm going to need a lot. So 10, it's a solid number. The stone burnt is really the biggest thing because stone burnt, every 4 stone burnt costs you a diamond. Speaking of which, how's our diamond count doing? 97 actual diamonds, 167 ore. So that's just over 400 diamonds in there right now. Not fantastic, but not that bad. By the time the coal vein dries up, I should have about 300 more ores. So not too bad, but then let's make at least one. Let's make as many of these as I can as well. I put those in here, didn't I? RF powder. There we go. 3 machine frames. Very nice. Very, very nice. And we get a morphing tool. I'm not sure what that is, but it sounds cool. I'm going to look up what it is before I mess something up. Okay, if I'm reading the description right, this seems like the best tool of all time. So look at this. I craft it with a crescent hammer, right? And then you can see the crescent hammer is inside of it. And now when I look at something where I might need the crescent hammer, oh my god, it just automatically does it. It just automatically does it. This is an all-in-one wrench tool. This is completely insane. Will it work? Will it work with this? Oh, it doesn't even have full durability and it still works. Look, so that's the crescent hammer. Now if I go up to an immersive machine, now it's the engineer's hammer. And it doesn't have full durability, but I mean, okay, maybe that just means I need to make another one. I don't know, but either way, I don't care. That is crazy. I had no idea about this item. Wow, okay. Wow, and then we can, I guess, stick the configurator in there as well. The configurator has like a charge on it. I wonder, can it be charged with this? It can. I don't really know what charging this does, but I mean, it's better to be charged than not charged. And now that's in there. Now anytime I look at a mechanism thing, where's mechanism stuff here? Configurator. Wow. I've never seen this before ever. And I'm completely astounded. That's an insane item. What would it have taken to craft that? Oh, you just can't craft it, I guess? Wait, really? Morph. Oh, no, you can. It's insanely easy to craft. So yeah, there's your tip. If you're playing this mod pack and you're a ways behind me and you don't get machine frames yet, just craft one of these. Because that is insanely good. Wow. Okay, so there's another way to crush pulverizer. The best crushing machine you'll get. So we're not going to upgrade this yet, but that's okay. Fluid transposer and a magma crucible. Right, so I know there's stuff we can make with that. I think the main thing I want here is going to be an induction smelter. And the reason I want an induction smelter is to be able to make Eyes of Ender. So here's the induction smelter. And it looks, I mean, this recipe looks kind of insane, but, you know, it's really not if you think about it. We can make machine frames, and they're really not that resource heavy. This I'm a little bit afraid of, and it's not bad at all. Wow. Okay, so I just need to make a lot of gears. So I need to figure out why the hopper isn't working to put the gears to automate this. I mean, I think I know why, but I need to figure out how to fix it, basically, right? And I need to make a bunch of gears. So I'll go ahead and make like, I'll throw a stack's worth of gold on there right now. So gold gears and then some red alloy ingots, copper gears, and Invar gears. So I need to make a bunch of Invar and then tin. Well, I don't need to make a bunch, I guess, because I probably don't need that many induction smelters. So I can make those. I desperately need to clear out this inventory a little bit. Probably a lot, realistically. Okay, that's fine. Okay, and then copper gear. So I need the copper, and then some tin plates if I don't have those already, which I don't. Don't know if tin plates are going to be something that we need a lot of for this. Just see if I can check. Yeah, so all these machines, yeah, all the machines make tin plates, which I kind of suspected. So I'll just make all of this into plates right now. We have the gold gears, and we can make. I forgot to get the copper. I can never do two things at once. Well, I have the Invar though. Be efficient here. So drop that. Now grab some copper. I'm sure copper gears are going to be more useful. I mean, maybe it's not even worth automating this because once I get, because look at how else you can make gears, right? The gear working die for the compactor. So this may be, what? Oh, maybe not. Hang on. Yeah, Mithril's coming a ways away. And then Vibrant Alloy. Vibrant Alloy we can make pretty quickly, but the other thing I'm not sure about, but maybe soonish, but I think it's worth looking into anyway, just to see what's going on with this and how we can automate it. You already have it, might as well use it to the best of our abilities, right? So I need a couple of red alloy ingots. I should probably make some more of these. Oh, I have way less of these than I thought I did. Should definitely make some more. So there's one of those, and there is one of those. So this is a pretty huge deal, I think. Induction smelter. And for now, I'm going to throw it down here next to this. And, well, actually, yeah, you know what? No, I'll leave it there for now. And so the main thing, there's a lot of cool things you can do with the induction smelter. So this is a really big moment. But what I want to do is Ender Pearl, Blaze Powder. I don't even have enough blaze powder to make a half a stack of ender pearls. Crusher gives you 4. Pulverizer gives you 4. Crusher gives you 4. Mechanical squeezer gives you a lot, but that's a ways away. I don't know why I feel like doing that for the extra sulfur is going to be necessary when I have way more sulfur than I know what to do with. But anyway, so I forget how this interface works. Flux slot. Yeah, because there's like some things that... So basically if you lock it, it won't be pushed into when you automate. So I need to take that off to put something in. There we go. Okay, and it looks like it's keeping up with the power, which is great, especially considering we don't have a power buffer right now. So that means this doesn't use a whole lot of power, which is excellent. But there we go with our first Eye of Ender, which is a huge moment, I think. So if we take a look at the quests, Exploration 3, get to the end already, requires it never blinks. So I guess we just need a couple of those. How many are we going to need for that? 8. Okay, well, 8, and then it's going to give us 4 more for the quest. So I mean, we're gonna have 36, which should be plenty, but I think they're used for a decent amount of stuff in crafting anyway. Lamps, Ender enchantment table might be. This is from a mod called Lapis stays in the enchanting table. Cool. Oh, they're used in retrievers. Screen controller, third eye. Ooh, cool. Ender chests, of course. So, I mean, they're used for enough stuff that we're going to probably use a fair amount of them, right? I imagine so. Just 3 more. And one other thing that I want to take a look at is a vacuum hopper. And the vacuum hopper just takes a couple open ingots, hopper, ender pearls, and obsidian. Have I used up all of the open ingots? No, I haven't. Good. So that, some obsidian is there. Hopper I have, which I didn't expect, but it's always nice. And ender pearls. So what this is going to allow us to do, I think, so let's try just putting it there. It's just a square. And then if I throw something nearby, oh wow, they actually get sucked in. What's the range on that? It's a pretty long range, to be fair. Yeah, that's a really solid range, actually. I may need to make a couple of them to you know, build a whole farm. But this is going to be good because I have the some automated farming blocks I can make from roots, which I had access to a while ago. But this is going to be the first way that's not a huge hassle, at least, to pick the stuff up from that. So I can automate a bunch of crops with that. Not sure what the best crops to automate right now would be. I can automate, well, wheat for diesel would be nice, but I don't really need a whole lot of diesel. Although having diesel automated just for the sake of having more power would actually be really good. So I'll probably do that. But there's the quest for the Eye of Ender. There's a few more Eyes of Ender. And then we'll grab Metallurgic Recovery for the Induction Smelter. So let's see. These are augments that you can stick into these machines. And unfortunately, it doesn't show... Provides a chance to not consume the flux. Oh! Well, there we go then. So I guess sometimes it'll save the Ender Pearl, if this is what counts as the flux. Maybe this isn't a recipe that applies to. But, yeah. And then I guess we can, if we need something else in the slot, we can just put something else there. But in any case, there's that. And I'm going to do something just as a proof of concept really quickly. All right, so I made some aqueous soil and I put some wheat on it. And obviously this is not a good system, right? But if I just say grow this, the aqueous soil should harvest it automatically. Right? I believe that was the soil that does that. Aqueous soil automatically harvests plants when they reach maturity. Well, maybe that only works if they do it by themselves and not with the bone meal. So let me just right click that. So they get sucked in there. Now they're in there. And I figured I would just use the transfer node here. Great. And that should be able... I don't think you need a retrieval node for these. It's just if you want to like pull instead of push. So that should automatically connect. Yeah. So is that just going to work, or do I need to turn it on? Is that a whitelist? Is it a blacklist? Is it just not connected? Well, okay. Well, oh, item outputs. There we go. Oh, there we go. That'll do it. Yeah. There we go. So now things are getting pulled out of there. So if I scale this up, I can automate wheat and then have diesel being made and power being generated a lot more, which is really, really good. And I don't know where I'm going to put that. Maybe outside where the totem pole is. That seems like a decent place. But in any case, We'll work a little bit more on that next time. But for now, if you made it this far, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.